Hi, you guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan, and I'm a coach on Team Fit as a Bell and Beatnik Dynasty. I started coaching the very beginning of August this past year, 2016. So I've been coaching for about almost 8 months, right? Yeah, it'll be 8 months in April, in a couple of weeks. So I'm just going to share my story with you all, my journey, my life, and why I decided to become a Beachbody coach. So I'm going to try not to ramble on forever. So we're going to try and get right to the point. But I grew up a gymnast. My mom put me in gymnastics when I was not even 2 years old. Did competitive gymnastics my whole life. If you know anything about gymnastics, we practiced like crazy. Practiced Monday through Friday from like 4 to 9 p.m. right after school. Saturday mornings, 25 hours a week, and that's if you got all of your assignments completed and didn't have to come in on your off days. So I was always very active, very into health and fitness. But always had a super lean physique. I went to go to Ball State, ended up competing Division I gymnastics there. So from the time I was 2 years old to 22 years old, all I knew was gymnastics. I never had to eat healthy because, like I say, I worked out 25 plus hours a week, flipping, twisting, like using my core, like obviously tumbling, running, sprinting. So like I was always super fit, nice six pack, super lean. Like in high school, I would come home and I'd get home from practice at like 9:30. I remember I think it was my 15th birthday, I asked for a deep fryer for my birthday. Like legit, that's what I asked for my birthday. So I would make like jalapeno poppers, chicken fingers, tater tots, french fries, like whatever it was. Or we would grab fast food on the way home. Like my grandma would pick me up from high school every day, take me to practice, and she'd have like my KFC or my Subway like waiting for me in the car. So never ever did I focus on eating as part of my health, but I always was super active. Throughout college, the same, like we would have our strength coaches, dietitians like come in and talk to us about, like healthy eating and how it would actually help our performance. But that went in one ear and out the other because I still looked good in my leotard, didn't really care, didn't need to eat healthy. I didn't understand at the time that it would actually help me not be as sore, maybe not break as many bones as I did or get injured all the time because I was constantly injured, all of this stuff. But in my mind, like I ate healthy. I would get salads or subs for lunch. I would get wheat bread. A salad to me was healthy no matter what I piled on it. I would eat the healthy nutrition bars, the Nature Valley, like double chocolate, or oats and honey bars, naked juices, like Quizno subs, on wheat bread, like all that stuff. I ate eggs and oatmeal for breakfast, 5 days of the week. So to me, I ate healthy enough. And then I would go out to eat or have fast food, a couple times a week, whatever it was. So it didn't really matter. Well, when I was a senior, I was injured and I had fractures in my back, so I was out. So quickly, I started to see how the weight was going to pile on when I was done with gymnastics. I couldn't work out anymore. I wasn't ever really focusing specifically on my health, so I didn't really know what to do. So I'd seen my mom do Weight Watchers for a few years, and she had lost some weight with that. So I thought, well, I'll try this. Why not? It's $18 a month. Like, that's nothing. So I started to do Weight Watchers like my last couple of weeks of college. And then when I graduated and went back home, and that's kind of what I was doing. I was living with my mom, so we would do it together. But what I found myself doing was they have free foods, and they have like fruits and veggies and stuff that you can eat for free. So I would like pile up on free foods and eat like very, very minimal points and like those nutritious foods that you need. And then I would like binge eat at night, or I would save like all these points for like ice cream or fried foods or whatever so that I could still eat those. So I had still really no view on healthy eating. I would still binge and eat all this like bad stuff. I had no idea about like portion control, like say, because I would eat like an entire watermelon sitting on the couch at night, like watching a movie. So Weight Watchers obviously didn't really work. I may have lost a few pounds, but then I just like plateaued, nothing. So as I started to like heal from my injuries of gymnastics, I was looking for ways to work out because I always like, I've really enjoyed working out. Even in college, like I loved conditioning. You can ask any of my teammates, like I was the one like haul and tail, like everything was a competition to me. I'm like, oh, you're going to do this many squats, let me do that many more. So it was always really fun for me to work out. So I was like, well, I need to work out, but the only thing I know really that I can do without having to put any thought into it is running. Hate running, but I would do it anyways. I would run like 30, 45 minutes a day. And then I got into bar because it seemed very similar to gymnastics. So I got into bar fitness. So I would go work out at least 6 times a week at this bar studio for an hour. And then I would run at least 5 days a week. So I was working out like 2+ hours a day, still kind of yo-yoing on my eating, like binging on the weekends or at night, but like trying to eat healthy. And then I would find these like diets on Pinterest, like that military diet I'm sure you've all seen, where you like slim down real quick, but then I would just like gain all this weight back. I got into Advocare. I did that for a bit, did a 24-day challenge for a year or so. I like would buy all the pills and I just felt like a pill popper like all the time. Just like popping pills, like thinking like this would help, this next thing would help. I got into paleo when I lived in Nashville, completely cutting all grains, even like peanuts, beans, like anything, rice, like any grains from my diet, no dairy. So I got into that. It was just like super strict, super hard to follow. I started like feeling like an outcast because when everyone would want to go like out to eat and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I can't do that. Like their dressing has canola oil in it. Like I can't even get a salad. Like it got like super extreme. So my journey was just constantly for 4 years after gymnastics, like try this. What's the next thing? What's the next workout, like fad, even like with working out and bar fitness and silk fitness and doing all of that. So I, throughout all this, my bar instructor, my lovely coach now from Louisville, was like diehard Joy, like always went to Joy's classes. And I had started noticing that she was posting a lot about working out from home, like doing these different workouts, sharing her transformation. And I was really intrigued, but like I thought I could do it on my own still. Like I was a gymnast in college, heaven forbid, like I should be able to work out and eat healthy and like stay in shape. So when I moved to Georgia, it just wasn't happening for me. My work schedule was crazy. I was traveling because I had a territory and it was like 3 hours away in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. I'd be gone for like 8+ hours a day. I had still like was settling into a new place. I had no friends here, so I wasn't really like used to my life. So I was eating out. Like the only places out in these remote counties was like McDonald's or gas station. So eating like chips or candy for dinner or McDonald's, like all the time. So the weight just started to pile on. Like I had gained weight after college, but I had maintained an okay physique and like obviously not great health, like inside, but on the outside I was still okay. Well, when I moved to Georgia, I gained 30 pounds almost. I was miserable. I didn't know anyone. Was kind of reluctant to do home fitness because I wanted to meet people. So I was still like, I was a bar instructor actually. So I was still teaching, like going to classes there when I could. But I was so unhappy. And Joy had reached out to me several times to do stuff, and I'd always told her no. So finally, I kind of I was at wit's end. I remember like sitting on my couch, I was just eating ice cream out of the tub. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like what has my life turned into? Like horrible. So I reached out to Joy, like without hesitation, didn't care how much it cost, what I was going to have to do. I bought 21 Day Fix and Shakeology. It came in like the next week. It was the week of Memorial Day. Like talk about a terrible time to start. I'd already planned a trip to Universal with my sister, Universal Studios, so like theme park. But I was like, I don't care. Like my life has to change. So started following the containers, started drinking Shakeology every day, started doing these 30-minute workouts at home, dying, might I tell you. Like I was still working out like crazy. Even when I was eating bad, I would work out every day. These workouts kicked my tail from home, 30 minutes a day. And immediately, like within a week, I started seeing changes. I started feeling better. I had more energy. Like I was regular. My digestive system, like I just felt like I was like cleansing myself completely. And so, like, I was hooked pretty, like, right away. So I lost, I think it was like 6 pounds the first round of 21 Day Fix. I did another round, lost more. And then I was like, what am I going to do now? Like, talked to Joy, moved on to 21 Day Fix Extreme, ended up like shredding down. So after 3 rounds of 22 of 21 Day Fix, 1 of 21 Day Fix Extreme, I ended up losing like 21 pounds. I was feeling amazing. And I felt like, because like I say, I was a bar instructor. I've always enjoyed health and fitness. So I was like, I could do this coach thing, like what Joy is doing, leading these groups, but like, I'm embarrassed of what other people would think. I don't want to like jump ship to something else, but like this could be real. Like, she has changed my life. I can see all these people in this challenge group that she's running that are so encouraging, like she's helping them too. Like, I might be able to do this. So it started like in the back of my mind. And I could see how it was changing her life too. Like, not just helping us, but like she's posting, she had just earned enough money to like take her family to Disney World for the first time ever, like completely from coaching. She was talking about like all the benefits of coaching and what it's done for her family and for her life and all of this stuff, and for like her being able to like be home with her kid that she had just had a little bit more. And like, that's one of my dreams one day, is when I do have kids, to be able to stay at home with them and still provide an income for our family. And so it was, I remember she was posting, I followed her on Snapchat, like Instagram, Facebook, and she was posting all of these videos from Coach Summit, which is a once a year, like big time coach. They bring in like speakers and they do like group workouts and all this stuff. And it was in Nashville, which I was already sad about because I just moved from Nashville like 3 months earlier. And I remember watching her videos and I thought to myself, like, I am going to be there next year. Like, I will. I'm going to do this. Like, I don't care what my family thinks, what my boyfriend thinks, what my friends think, how many people make fun of me. Like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be with Joy at Summit next year. Like, didn't even know where it was, didn't know what it was really, but I saw all this and I was like, this has changed her life. She has changed my life. Like, I'm going to be there. So, and it's funny of the timing of it. Monday rolls around and I'm thinking of it and I'm like, I have to reach out to her. Like, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I have to become a coach. And here comes a message in my inbox. Like, never did this chick give up on me. She messaged me all the time. She would check in with me. And here's Joy. Hey, we're having a Glance Into Coaching group. I would really love you to be in it. I think you would be amazing at it. You know, I've watched you grow up, like in Louisville. She was a bar instructor. Like, I loved having you in class. Like, you could do this. And I was like, yes. Whatever it is, yes, I'm doing it. Like, and I already decided in my mind I was going to be a coach, but I was like, let me do this Glance Into Coaching group. So I did that, like, opened my eyes, like, mind blown at the possibility of like actually making this a full-time business. Like, I'd always seen fitness as like a side job. Maybe you were a fitness instructor or you did this, but like most people, unless you're going to like open some form of studio, like, you're not going to make this a full-time job. And I saw all of these women with full-time coaching jobs. Their lives were changed. They were healed from the inside. They were in the best shapes of their lives. They were helping other people. They were fit and fun, and they loved each other. And it was just this tribe of women, like, just doing what they loved. And my heart was just like so happy. That group ended on a Thursday. That night on my couch, I signed up as a coach, and I haven't looked back. And it's been 8 months, and here I am, like, sharing with you guys like my journey and where this has brought me, and is giving me so much. Like, I enjoy what I do, like helping other people and showing them that there's a better way than yo-yoing on a diet every other week or working out for 2+ hours a day, 6-7 days a week. Like, there is a better way, and it is my mission to help people find healthy, loving lives. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to do in it. Like, I'm in this for the long haul. And I will be at Summit this year. My first month as a coach, I earned a free ticket to Summit just from helping 3 people. So when I saw that, I knew I would be there. I'm going to be there. I'm so excited about it. And I can't wait to see who else is going to be there with me, because I continue to want to pour into others, help other people realize that this can be a business for them too, and that they can be a coach. And if I can do it, then you guys can too. So that's my story. That is why I am a coach, how I became a coach, why I love it. And I hope you guys, if you have any questions, you can always ask me. And I love you all. And I will talk to you later.